Hello, Pisces. How's it going? Time for your reading. My name is Kelly. I'll be doing it right here. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Hope you are enjoying your day or whenever it is that you're watching. Thanks so much for coming and checking me out. I definitely really appreciate you guys. All right. Urus. Urus. So Urus in the upright is really good. It's talking about some sort of, raw, untamed force. Some sort of physical power or, yeah. It's a really good rune to start the. It's a good rune to start the reading off with. So we're very, very strong, and we have a strong desire for something. Righto. I like righto. Are some of you guys traveling? Righto is the wagon wheel. So if you're not traveling, this is a really good rune saying that whatever it is that you're doing, you're doing the right thing. Okay? You're taking the right action and you're moving in the right direction. So you're on the right path, Pisces, and we have the strength to back us up. But if you're not, and if you are traveling, it's a good time to travel as well. I guess I wanted to throw that in too. What else? Wongyu. Okay, so Wongyu, it means unhappiness, okay? But it's in this particular read, it's more talking about some sort of, maybe a delay. Because, I see that we're moving in the right direction, but this could be some sort of a delay. It's very temporary as well. So, whatever this is, it's temporary. Wongyu is never like a permanent type of of a deal. So it's just a temporary delay of something. Canaz in reverse. Okay, so, and I feel like, Canaz in reverse can be talking about a couple of things, but, I'm really kind of like feeling like, this is the torch, okay? And when it's in reverse, it can talk about a fading torch. A torch that's starting to fade. Or some sort of light dimming. Yeah. So, it's touching Wongyu here. Okay, this is the advice. This isn't the advice, but this is touching Wongyu. Okay, and Wongyu is very temporary, but this is some sort of block. Maybe you can't see something. This could be some sort of something that you can't see in front of you. So, but despite that, Pisces, you're still moving forward regardless. Yeah. You know, Knaz can talk about, seeking the light when it's in reverse, but when it's sitting here next to Wang Yu, it's telling you to kind of step out of the spotlight, especially if you're feeling like you're spinning your wheels and trying to make things perfect. Yeah, stop forcing it, Pisces. Yeah, and conserve your energy. This is telling you also to conserve your energy so you don't burn yourself out. Like I said, um, whatever this is, it's not a permanent loss of vision or anything. It's just telling you to go inwards and use your intuition. What else? Varkana. Ooh, very good rune. Dang. So Varkana talks about a new beginning, all right? It really is. And because Barkana here, I usually always touch it to this rune as well. I feel that, and it's also touching Knaz, most importantly. So I feel like this is really super good news here. This is talking about taking this raw energy right here that you have right here and putting it in towards yourself and in towards this new beginning. Yeah. This is kind of like a potential incubation time right now, okay? So, you don't need to see things, you don't need to see everything all at once, okay? Things are kind of like incubating here. With this touching this, I feel that this is some sort of incubation. And that's why things are kind of dark and blurry. You can't see, or cloudy or muddy. But with Wang Yu here, in reverse, very temporary thing. It's just that, you may not be able to see something clearly quite yet. But trust that things are moving regardless, okay? Because I see a new beginning right here with Barkana. Yeah. And Barkana can also talk about things of the family. It most certainly does not have to be, but it could be for somebody. Somebody could be dealing with family right now. What else? Lagoose. Okay, so now Lagoose in reverse. Lagoose is clear fluid water that you can see to the very bottom of, And it also talks about the deep ocean. There's something deep going on with this person, and they're not they're not listening to themselves. They're not listening to something. And for us, this is telling us, this is just a double check, Pisces. Make sure that you're using your intuition. I sense that there could be some sort of delusionary thing going on here because you can't see very clearly, so be very careful. Okay? And you have Knaz in reverse. Thracisus in reverse. I'm looking at Knaz over here. Thoracicis in reverse. This person is definitely got some sort of internal issues. You see that thorn? This is moving inwards. Now, generally, thoracicis can talk about how the coast is clear, but when it's touching Laguz like this person's out of touch, and they could actually, you know, something is really bothering them deep inside. They could be actually, you know, in some sort of emotional. This is water. Laguz represents water, right? So water represents emotion, and this person could be really emotionally, you know, hurting or something. Canaz. Wow. And look at this. Canaz is in the upright. So this person has, this is like the torch. Ow. You know, usually Canaz in the upright is a good is a good rune, but when it's, this is like the torch has been lit. This is a controlled flame. This is some sort of something that was in the dark with this person is being exposed. And what it's doing is this heat is boiling this water, and it's causing a lot of pressure in this person. This person could, you know, explode, you know what I mean? It could be, it's kind of a real volatile type of mixture here. Yeah, so make sure that you're, you know, staying away from individuals like that, Pisces, and use your intuition, because you don't need to be around someone like this. This person is out of touch completely. They could not, maybe they're not listening to themselves. Maybe they're not listening to their intuition. Maybe they're not listening to reason. This person might be actually harming themselves. They could be actually, they could drink a lot or something. Yeah. But whatever this person's going through, it's pretty intense, and it's not good. And I'm so glad that's not us. And what else? It was next to the death rune. I mean, the death rune next to strength. Sorry. Wow. So this is like really massive, a massive transition, and this is this gestation. Something is. This is why things are in the dark. You don't need to see the seed underground while it's growing. This is some sort of gestation towards a new start, and we have the power and the strength to make it through. We're going to make it through. This ensures it with Rido right here in the upright. And this is some sort of a major transition or transformation. It's something new. The old way is gone. This is all something new for us. Yeah. Let's pull some cards out here too. It's a good time to rest if you can, you know, Pisces, and, you know, try to relax, or, you know, I know that a lot of us have to go to work, but a lot of us don't. If you don't have to go to work, it's a good day to really relax. What's going on with Pisces? Why is Wang Yu in reverse? I want to know why Wang Yu. This is Wang Yu. It's just remember, Pisces. Wang Yu is temporary. Okay, it's temporary. The scythe. This is something swift. This is fast. This is a sudden event. Something being cleaned out. Some sort of change. Let's get another card. Clouds. Well, now the clouds kind of remind me that whatever this swift break here, this sudden event, this clearing out, I feel like it could be cutting through this fog of the clouds. Okay? Something's kept you temporarily blocked. Wow, look at that. Wong Yu in reverse. See? So this could be actually cutting through the fog. You're on the right track, Pisces. Regardless of this here, we're moving forward. Yeah, there's been some sort of sudden disruption that has left, your view temporarily blocked. And that's why. With Wong Yu there in reverse in the clouds. And then Kanaz in reverse, which is darkness. What else? The moon. The moon. Well, I like the moon. The moon is talking about emotions and your intuition. Yeah. What else? I got to get another card. I can't figure that out yet. The birds. Okay, well, now I got it. So now, Pisces, I'm feeling like, like the birds here is talking about some sort of, maybe some sort of nervous energy, okay? You could be feeling some sort of nervous, nervous anticipation with the moon here. Yeah. But, there could be a lot of noise going on around you, or you could, feel like maybe you're not trusting your intuition or something. But believe me, Pisces, things are moving forward. I'm curious what the bottom of the deck says. The bouquet, wow. Uh-oh, the fox and the key. Okay. So the bouquet, the fox, and the key. So the bouquet is a really good, it's a really good card. It talks about some sort of, gift or maybe some sort of, offering or something that seems really positive. But with the fox behind it, there could be, like I said, use your intuition. Can talk about delusionment, like being, don't be delusional. Something might look like it's really good, but it's not. Yeah. So, somebody could, try to use this to try to trick you into trapping you into something that you don't want. So make sure that you're, you're using your intuition. Fortunately, the key here kind of is the thing talking about being shrewd. Okay, you need to be really shrewd and use your intuition. Be careful about this offering. Somebody might offer you something and you kind of like wonder why you want to, it might sound like it's too good to be true. So be really careful about that. And then with the key, it's saying that, it unlocks doors in destiny, right? And so this is the key to the whole deal. This is the key, is to be very clever and use your intuition, because there's something here, sneaky going on. You know what I mean? But don't worry, I feel that this is just a very temporary thing. So just keep going on the track that you're on, and be leery of something that looks too good to be true, because it probably is. If you know, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Let's get a couple of cards here, a couple more cards. What else is going on with Pisces? Go deeper. New moon in Scorpio, go deeper. Okay? Yeah. Make sure you're listening to that intuition. You know, this is talking about the deep ocean. You know, want to go deeper, go deep within yourself. Let's get one more card. I sure am glad to have these cards back. I thought they were ruined, but I fixed them. Release your blocks. First quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. Well, there you have it, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.